Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Luca, and today we're going to be doing Hanged Man, and this is on normal difficulty. It's basically the last boss of story mode. So let's get into his weaknesses. He has weakness to crush, so having a weapon that has crush is going to be useful. He does a lot of electrical damage, and he's weak to poison, so you want to have some electrical resistance and do some poison damage. The important thing with this boss is the tongue that comes out of his mouth. That's the hardest part to hit, and you're gonna have to destroy it during the fight. For the Descendant, I'm using Freya, and for the mods, I equipped Dual Claw. Doesn't matter which one you equip for this one, but anything that has an orange bottom is basically a mod that the more you increase, the more capacity you get. It's the only one that gives you capacity instead of removing it. I also added max capacity core, which basically increased her capacity, so I'm at about 78. And for the modules, I'm using increased shield, so max shield, increased HP, so max HP, and increased defense, so max all those out just to survive. And I also put this because it gives me 50% more shield. It's weighing the scales. And I put a little bit of Battle of Stamina for some HP and electric antibodies. Since he does a lot of electric damage, you want to have electrical resistance. And since I'm using Freyna, I'm also going to put some Toxic Master. This is basically for more toxic skill power. All of her skills are toxic, so that's going to help. And I believe that's pretty much it for the Descendant. For the weapon, I'm using Fallen Hope. I'm going to go in the details page to show you a little bit what it does in case you don't know. So if you go into details of a ultimate weapon, you could go into unique abilities tab, and it's going to tell you exactly what that weapon does. And Fallen Hope is all about poison. Again, it does toxic and poison damage, so he's weak to that. So I'm going to use this gun. And basically, the more damage you do to a poisoned enemy, I don't even know if he gets poisoned, but this gun is great with Freyna, so I'm just going to use it, and we'll see what happens. She's only level 36, so I didn't even max her out yet. I'm not that kind of player. I don't grind a lot. I don't waste valuable life hours grinding, but I did a little bit to get Freyna and just wanted to try a different build than Bunny. And she does poison, which is perfect for Hanged Man. Does poison darts, and she has basically a poisonous shield that she could put on her. And she has this gun that she could summon, and it does a lot of toxic and poison damage. So hopefully this gun is going to be powerful against the Hanged Man. Let's jump right into the mechanics. So first off, you're going to see something in the middle of the battlefield. It has these three like canisters, and you really don't want these to fill up all the way to red. So keep an eye on those as you're fighting. And basically you want to also avoid these balls of lightning. They are homing, so when you see a bunch of those balls, try to hide behind a wall. Try to not get hit by any of those. They do some pretty good damage. If you're lucky enough, by the 9 or 8 minute mark, he's gonna go down before the red tubes. This means that you got lucky, and you were paired basically with someone who pays to win, and that's good for you, you know, like, got lucky. And that's what this game's about. If you're not lucky enough and you have to fight, well, what you want to do is get his weak points down as quickly as possible at the beginning of the fight. And you want to keep an eye on those red tubes at the bottom. If you see that they're becoming red, I'm going to go in closer to show you. So they're filling up, and if it fills up, it's really bad. So what you want to do is pick up this cube here when you see that it's almost full. Now you want to designate a player to be the cube carrier, the one who actually grabs the cubes and runs around. So that guy just grabbed the cube, which makes the frenzy bar at the top go pink, meaning that he is now immune. So when you see a pink bar over there underneath his health, the only thing you could do is attack the tongue that's coming out of his mouth, and try to stay away from the front of him because he does that. Now it's really hard to hit this if you're a controller player. I don't think the designers realize that some people are playing with controller and it's going to be almost like impossible to hit this moving tongue. With a mouse it's a lot easier, but with a controller it's kind of hard. And yeah, so you want to do as much damage as that. If everybody focuses on the tongue when it comes out, you should be able to destroy it if you have good aim or if you're using a mouse. But unlike me, who's using a joystick, it's taking a while. But you want to make sure that you're doing as much damage as a team to that tongue. And when that happens, basically the tubes are going to go halfway down. So they're half empty right now, if you see there, which means he's not going to do those lasers that one hit everything. He doesn't have the power to do that. And if you destroy the tongue again, it's going to go to empty. But in this case, I'm going to revive him. He's going to put the cube back in. So now the cube is back in, meaning he's not frenzied anymore. You could do some damage to him, but still keep an eye on those tubes. You don't want them to go fully red. And yeah, so basically when he's frenzied, shoot the tongue. When the tongue goes down, the tubes go halfway down. You could put the cube back in there like a player just did, and now you could do some damage to him again. So all you have to do is hold on to the cube when his tubes are full, destroy the tongue when he's frenzied, put back the cube and do more damage to him. It's easier said than done, obviously, but you know, this is the boss that I believe the company wants you to get frustrated at and start spending money and you know, all that stuff that comes with live service games. I'm not that type of player, so I'm just hoping to get teamed up with powerful players who have spent money or who have grinded, and hopefully get lucky enough, you know. I mean, it's all about chance, this game, right? All those little percentages. So yeah, hopefully this video helped. If it did, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna head on to the harder bosses now on hard difficulty and see how that goes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.